Ladies and gentlemen, a Real Housewives fashion show.
And I kiss her ass, I kiss her ass, I kiss her ass.
He's got money, he's in magazines, he's got more honeys than any honeybee. Ba-ba-doo, ba-ba-dee-dee, it's easy as the birds and the bees on the 1, 2, 3.
I think my hands, even though I think they're man hands. They give great hand jobs. I think my little kitty cat, because it takes that D like a champ.
Cut a lot of girls, cut a lot of checks. That's the life here on Sunset. Rich and famous, I am success. You know what you do the best. Do me a favor, lose the dress. We run the lane, yeah.
You know it's our time. These are the best days of our lives. Just raise your glasses high. This one's for you tonight.
Ladies and gentlemen, this is the Countess speaking. We have arrived.
I've been traveling, I've been to prison, and I just want to be close to home.
C'est la vie.
Let me out. C'est bon, c'est bon, I got nothing.
C'est la vie.
Let me out.
C'est bon, c'est bon,
I got nothing.
c'est la vie.
Let me out.
C'est bon, c'est bon,
I got nothing.
c'est la vie. C'est bon, c'est bon.
He got his dick sucked at the roundup. I know the boys who did it.
What happened to She by Sheree?
Joggers.
Excuse me?
Joggers.
You're doing a line of She by Sheree
lifestyle.
athletic wear?
My cuties like a python, ticking like a
What happened to She by Sheree?
Dishing got a bite with no trial.
Joggers.
We're just like a lion, knock 'em out like Tyson.
Joggers.
Everybody knows that I'm $1 million diamond. I'm reckless, offensive, I destroy your defenses.
Tinsley, I didn't know they had pictures of your ass.
It's expensive to be made. Look in this good, don't come for free. A bitch, what? That's just who I be. It's expensive to be me.
I was an entrepreneur. I've known Karen for a very long time. I don't know of her to have a job, but she did tell us she worked at Taco Bell.
You don't know what I deal with every night. Don't ever talk about my kid again.
You're implying that I'm lying because I don't have the f***ing balls to say I made a mistake.
I'm not gonna take that on. I'm not gonna take that on. I'm not gonna take that on. Welcome to Bitch Sesh in Philadelphia!
Oh, Lord. Lord have mercy. So happy to be here.
I am winded from taking off clothes.
Yeah. I have not worn a bikini on a beach in quite some time.
I have to tell
You're
you.
all so welcome.
I have to tell you guys that this bikini took us 45 minutes to put on. I don't
You think
think
we're
I got
laughing?
it
We're
right.
joking.
I don't think I got it right.
No, you didn't. At one point, Danielle tried to step into it. It's so fucking complicated. The bottoms are like so tiny. The tops, I'm not kidding, from breast to breast, it's this big. You're just like trying to wrap it or do something with it.
I can't breathe because of it. It hurts so bad.
We couldn't figure it out at the end.
So I would love for someone to come up and show us at one point this evening what this, I don't know what's happening.
You were having some trouble getting the costumes
Yes.
off. So happy to be here. Thank you for coming.
Thank you. We love you, Philadelphia.
Yes.
This this is Casey Rose Wilson.
This is, of course, Danielle Schneider. Danielle.
We came here last year.
Pull this down a little.
And you guys were so great, we had
Yes,
to come back.
We did.
Did Casey get food poisoning at the Maggiano's here?
Yes. But, you know, that's on me for going to Maggiano's.
That's not a Philly problem, that's a Maggiano problem.
Honestly, it's not even a Maggiano problem. It's my problem. It's like, why would I go there? That's on me. Can we bring up the lights a little bit?
Yes. Let's bring up the lights. Yes. Ooh.
Maybe more.
More.
Okay,
I'm
Okay,
seeing
stand
a
up and
Luann
show
shirt.
everyone.
Stand up. Stand up if you've got some Housewives fashions.
There's
Show.
Luann.
Oh, Carole. World's okayest runner.
Okay, I'm seeing You Stole My Fucking House, a shirt with Kim. I love this.
I love that because that's a deep cut, an oldie but a goodie.
And who's in the middle here, refusing to stand up?
You're such a fucking liar, Camille.
Now, what happened?
I know, I'm just waving to our friends up there. They shouldn't be They're not going to be ignored.
You're so cute, just standing right there. Can you see? I like that you stood up just wearing our shirts, and I appreciate that. There she is.
Those are important too. And you look like you are working the spotlight. You're just kind of like perched on the spotlight, like, oh, you guys need this now? Really?
Now look at these two gals. Please rise, you two. They're wearing Last Summer and feather earrings. Turn around.
What I love about these shows is it's basically like we're just doing Andy Cohen cosplay. And I appreciate that.
I do too. Thank you all. What do you guys got going here?
Gorgeous.
What do we got? Another
Luann,
Carole,
Ramona,
okay,
Sonia,
new earring. Luann and Ramona and Sonia and Bethany. What a shirt.
These ladies have just on a bunch of statement necklaces for Luann. You have Tinsley braids.
Tinsley braids. How sad is Tinsley's glam squad? Hunched, crouched.
I know when you think of Erica Jane and what she brings us with her glam squad,
She's got Mikey. She's got 40 people there.
Yes, 40 gay men surrounding her at all times. I love that.
I know.
And then Tinsley's is just like one old man.
And you know, before this season, Tinsley said, Scott, you motherfucker. You fucking come through for me this season. I want a fucking weird ass rose heart flower arrangement that comes in with fucking initials on it, not like just some shit. You get a glam squad out there and you come fucking surprise me in my efficiency apartment.
And that's all he can afford because he is the coupon king. So everything is done cheaper.
Guys, in those ads, I think Dorinda's a great actress. She's very natural.
You guys, in those ads, I think Carole's Adam might be dead.
Guys, has everyone seen when Adam takes the dog and shakes his face into it? Guys, truly, what inspired that? Why was that the blow of the scene? What was happening? I love how they're acting like Adam's the fun sidekick we all love. I'm like, Adam's just a weird guy who likes a woman in fingerless gloves.
His only talent is making a sexy salad.
Yeah.
That is not a real thing.
Now, of course, we do have one more thing for sale, and this is a sad photo of it. Aaron, whenever you're ready. It's a pin that simply says, let Craig.
It's important.
So.
Why won't they let him?
So sick of it. What do they care if he finishes a bear or not? What does anyone care if he doesn't finish the idea or get the idea?
Let him sew, goddammit!
Let him sew. Danielle.
Monsters.
Now let's get in. There's some amazing Housewives news that has hit, and it's very important and special, which is that Shannon Beador is now dating a gentleman. Let's take a look at him.
So
that's the only applause that anyone deserves tonight.
I have to say, this gentleman does look like if someone took Simon Cowell and blew him up. Simon.
T-Rav. Fat T-Rav.
Don't disparage this guy and call him T-Rav. Don't you dare. T-Rav looks like a Southern gentleman's version of Frankenstein.
What are you yelling?
He looks like
Yes,
John.
yes.
This guy? Okay.
Fred Flintstone.
We're not
Thank
gonna do
you.
shouting.
Thank you. I mean, look, I like a little. I like that. Yes, and I think he is the John to Shannon. You know, because I don't think Shannon will ever get over David.
No, I
but
think
she'll settle for this gentleman who I've heard his past is a bit spotty.
Yeah, sorry, I finally figured out how to get this off.
It's just a necklace.
I know. Things are hard for me. I will say that his past wife, is deceased. And I think that's for the best. Because I don't think Shannon can handle any other woman at this point.
I don't want that for her. She's been through enough.
Yeah, better.
Poor Shannon is like, she is being held together by Scotch tape. It's so sad. I'm not even trying to be funny. You know, when you're going through a breakup and you can turn the conversation to it at any moment. Someone's like, look at that speaker, and she's like, David had a speaker once. And I'm not even making fun of it. It's hard to watch.
It's hard to watch. But
yeah,
we'll make you watch it.
Speaking of hard to watch, we recently found out that Carole is selling items on the internet.
If we could get that. Now, she is selling the What Remains cassette tape. And I don't know who needs that, but guess what? It used to be $26, now it's $30.
Most people don't cross something out to mark it up.
So she's like, you know, you thought it was 26, fuck you, it's 30.
She's like, nobody's got cassettes. Try to get your hands on some. Now, the next photo, I want you all to brace yourselves. Like, truly, yeah, hold hands. Let's see it. Let's see it. A brand new in-box Sonicare toothbrush.
You guys, Heather Thompson's Yummy Tummy.
How dare she sell Heather's Yummy Tops?
Which you know were given to her for free.
But you know what? They sold. They sure sold.
Just
So did
a
the
goddamn
Sonicare.
black
Oh my God, they all
tank top.
sold.
But just a goddamn black tank top. Everybody has a black tank top. How dare you, Carole? And she says it's for charity, but I think that Carole is the charity.
I don't think it is because she's doing cameos.
Yes. That's the tough part. She's doing, that cameo thing that okay, fine, Vicky Gunvalson is doing one, sure.
Sonia Morgan, we've received one from where she
That
goes
went
on
on.
and on from the Palm Beach airport. Yeah, we should have shown it.
Literally, we had to turn it off because it was like, Sonia, we asked for a minute.
It was very sweet. She went on and on.
And then she seemed to be checking herself out in the mirror as she was doing it. It's so strange.
But someone's having a great summer. It might be Carole's last summer, but let's see who's having a great summer.
This lady. Guys, she's never looked better. I don't even know
looks
what
great.
that pose is. And check out the guy just loving life behind her.
Her body is amazing.
Those boobs don't move, though. That's one of the worst boob jobs I've ever seen. And I live in
like it.
California.
I like it. I think she looks amazing, truly.
It says, age is just a number. It's mind over matter. If you don't mind, it doesn't matter. Hashtag turtle time.
I'll tell you the most poignant part of that is this emoji.
Yeah.
That's how we're all feeling. Look at it.
I know that she's just in the middle of a dance circle, and People are loving it, and she is a star in her mind. And I love it for her.
I do love it. She's like,
And you
I'm
know
getting out there.
Avery's like, that's like Avery's hand, and she just cut her out. Guys, we're gonna get into some New York City.
Yeah.
What a week. But before we do,
Yeah. We have a microphone right over there, and we'll have a little spotlight on you. If you need it, you know, keep it short. Ask yourself all the right questions. Am I too drunk? Am I not drunk enough?
think back to yourself listening to the podcast and saying, is this going too long?
But truly, come up.
Yeah. No, we do want to hear. Philadelphia had great boots on the ground last year.
Yeah.
We learned some shit.
Fort Lauderdale had an interesting one, which was this daughter is obsessed with the Housewives, and her mom was on a flight with Peter from Atlanta. And her mom took notes in the notes section of her iPhone for her daughter, and she read them aloud. And the mom was there. She was like, I just asked a lot of questions. And I found out that he and Cynthia are opening another restaurant together.
Why get out of that marriage only to get into a restaurant?
The restaurant was the worst part of that marriage.
It broke their marriage. Yeah. And he stole her money. Do we know what's going on with the Bailey agency? Is it still around? Anyway, just a question.
Yeah. Just a great question. Guys, this week, the first thing I want to say about the episode we've all been waiting for is shame on you, cameramen. Shame on you. How dare you? And camera woman.
You are hired for one job.
One job only. And it's not to tell Lou to grab her cell phone.
Though I did enjoy that.
I was attracted to him off camera.
I just liked how stern he was with her, like, Lou, get out of out! She's like,
and Lou was like, okay, I'm fine. Okay.
Wrangling?
Get out a fucking iPhone. And Tinsley, if you're not scared, where's your iPhone? Where's the audio? This is like the fucking
silent movie?
No, I was gonna say a thing from history where we have the tapes, but we're looking for them. RFK tapes?
Zapruder? Sure. Just know, we'll put
Where's
a
the
pin
audio?
in that. We'll put a pin in that.
Where's the audio indeed?
Now, this episode started with a fruit platter and ended with a shit stain, and Otto is poetic.
Oh, that shit stain. That poor woman.
I thought we had seen it all.
So did I. I really did.
And then there was shit on the floor.
And on a mattress being scrubbed.
It was the darkest episode we have experienced.
Now, I realize this sounds somewhat misogynistic, but my husband was like walking by the TV a few times. He's like, what are these old ladies showing their titties and talking about diarrhea? I was like, that's the show, buddy.
It's not...
Love it or list it.
I don't think it's even misogynistic. It's the truth.
It's the truth.
They are...
Sonia's showing when the tag was out on her bathing suit.
And her just not even being like, oops, I left the tag on. Just saying, yeah, when I go to sell my consignment, you get more money when the tags are on.
Straight up.
These women
loved that.
No, these women have no shame, and I look up to it.
Yeah.
I'm constantly apologizing for myself, and these women are like, no, my tags are your fault.
I would like to bring the lights up for 1 second, if we can. Mahan, I'm sorry.
Yes.
Sorry.
Oh, beautiful audience.
Yeah, I'd like to, and I really want your guys' hands up there too. I want an honest poll of whose side you're on here. And you can only vote once. Don't try to vote twice. Think. Okay, who is team... Someone's already raising their hand. She's like...
You're like, I'm
ready.
Team Cartagena.
You're on team shit stain. Who is on team Carole here? Wow. Okay, and who is on, of course, Team Bethany?
You are on the right side of history.
Seems like this is tearing couples apart. I'm seeing friends turning to friends.
It's like the 2016 election all over.
Yeah. And realizing I'm sitting with a Carole supporter.
Strange.
I was co-hosting with a Carole supporter for a while.
I have turned on Carole, though. I was on Team Carole. And then as the gloves came on. As the fingerless gloves came on, I went off. And now I'm Team Bethany. And let me tell you, I don't like Bethany.
No one's saying that. Make no mistake. No one's saying you like that person.
I'm just saying, between two evils, I choose Bethany.
Now, while we're on their subject, Danielle, shall we pull out a little scene work?
Yes.
So, this has never happened, but we would never pay to fly guests out here. So, we're gonna need 2 audience members to act with us. Sorry, thank you, Mohan, there you were. Okay, this gentleman right here, come on up.
Yes.
Well, let me get someone
from the back.
Okay, I want to do you guys, but I mean, she's right here.
Yeah, that's
fine. Get up here. Sorry, guys. I really wanted to get you up there, but I didn't.
I couldn't do it. They've disappeared. Oh, here they come.
Do you want to tell them about the scene?
Yes,
I'll tell
yes,
them about
guys.
the scene.
We are going to do this very infamous scene. Oh, I see. We are going to do an infamous scene.
What's your name?
Hi. I'm Drew. Hi.
Hi, Drew.
Nice to meet you.
Drew, you will be playing the role of Carole.
Perfect.
We are going to be doing the scene.
I have the skeletal structure for it. All right.
What's your name? Kirsty? Cute. You're going to be playing the role of Bethany.
Thank you.
Now,
You guys?
we are going to be doing the scene from 2 weeks ago when all the women were at a very long table and 2 arguments were going on simultaneously. That has never happened in the history of Housewives, where 2 things I wanted to look at were happening at the same time. I will be playing Luann. Casey will be playing Dorinda.
Now, a woman at the Fort Lauderdale show came up to us after drunkenly and was like, you shouldn't have played Dorinda, she should have, and you should have played Luann. And then just wandered off.
Disappeared in a puff of smoke.
We did not take that note, although I think she was right.
I'm happy to take on Dorinda. Would you like me to this evening? We could switch it up. Like when I saw Philip Seymour Hoffman and John C. Reilly doing True West. They would switch roles.
I think I better stick. I don't know a Lou. You have a good Lou.
Okay, I'm gonna do Lou then. All right. Is that what you're saying?
Yeah, I don't have a good Dorinda. Okay. This is a scene, you set it
I
up, we're all
explained
at
it.
one table.
Yes. No
Yeah.
one's playing Tinsley because who cares?
Yeah. Whenever you're ready, you 2 can stand a little closer. You're talking, yeah.
We're talking.
Can you guys see them? Okay.
Okay.
All right, whenever you're ready, Carole.
I think we need to address the elephant in the room because it's affecting the whole group. I feel like the last couple of weeks you've been avoiding and cold to me, and you could not even look me in the eye this whole trip.
Right.
So I need to know what's happening.
I think it's like an erosion, like something happens on the side of a wall and like the waves hit and the walls hit it and like slowly erodes.
No,
Okay, so what I'm not gonna do is debate with you, so saying no is invalidating.
But we have talked about it.
No, it's gonna not work like this today.
How are the margaritas good?
Don't pay attention to them. I'm talking to you and you're talking to me. Don't worry about the little peanut gallery is saying.
I said, how are the margaritas?
What?
Ooh, she's starting.
No, I'm not starting. Don't say that. You should start.
Dorinda, you're starting to turn.
No, I don't.
You start turning once you're drunk. Look, you're getting aggressive right now.
Well, what'd you just say to me? Oh, it's turning. What's that mean, Darlene?
No.
What, Darlene? What's that mean?
Because you're getting aggressive.
Darlene? Well, it's not. It's not at all. Apologize and we'll move on.
I don't have anything to apologize for.
Yes, you do.
For what?
Because you're gonna like start being some sort of like uppity thing. Told you this wasn't a good agenda.
What uppity thing?
An ex-countess got married that doesn't have a countessship anymore.
Oh, so this is how you feel about me?
I don't feel anything.
This is how you feel about me?
Oh, drink some wine, honey. Get arrested, honey. Get a felony.
You're awful. Now I know what you really think about me.
I know what you really think. You started out.
No, I said I supported you for everything. Don't point your finger at me.
You're gonna start with me?
You seem overly consumed with like, I don't want to say this.
No, say it, Bethany, because I'm not overly consumed with...
I don't want to do this. I don't want to do this.
Don't be aggressive.
Oh, you're gonna be self-righteous now. What?
I'm just telling you I haven't changed at all.
I said, do you?
Apologize. Just apologize.
No, you looked at me in a very way which was aggressive.
You've changed, and last night I'm hysterically crying, and you walk out.
Last night you were hysterical?
Yeah, you were standing directly next to me.
Oh, I didn't. You were crying. I walked over to you to say goodnight.
Stop it!
And I turned, and you turned like that. And you know what I thought? I thought I'm saying goodnight, and she's turning her back.
You're a lady who just broke your glass in front of me.
I didn't get a mugshot over it.
Really?
I didn't. Really?
I didn't know you were crying, Bethany.
And then today you said, I'm done. She's toxic.
I didn't say she's toxic. I can't take the toxic energy. It's like walking on eggshells.
You're now a monitor. Who are you?
No.
No, honey, no.
I didn't tell you anything.
I don't recognize
I'm
you.
your friend. I'm the same person I've been 10 years ago, 20 years ago, 3 years ago.
I don't think you really like me.
Okay, okay.
No, how dare you?
No, how dare you? You should leave.
I'm gonna leave.
You go back. You're back for a month and a half. Leave again.
You just have like lingo about everything being cool. You're not upset about Adam. Everything's so cool. You're just so cool. You're just too cool for me.
Okay, well, maybe that's it. Maybe you just don't like me. Maybe you're just not that into me.
You've changed.
Yep, no change, honey. Don't you project on me. That's not your job. You're my mother, you're my daughter, so till you start paying my fucking bills, don't you project on me, sister, because I haven't projected on you ever!
Ramona testimonial. When Dorinda loses her temper, there's no bringing her back. She just goes off like a missile, but I know tomorrow she'll regret it, and I know this really isn't what she's feeling. She's just annoyed, but you know what? I'm gonna keep my mouth shut. I'm not gonna say a thing.
Ramona back in the scene.
Well, I think whatever you're feeling, it's not the right time to say it.
Shut your mouth.
We're not gonna get to the final answer. There's no final answer. I'm just sad.
You know what?
Not everyone has to be friends, and you don't have to be sad.
I
mean,
I don't have to be sad. I just am.
no, I just need to like perk up for a second. And I do love you.
This is like the worst vacation I've ever been on in my entire life.
I won't go.
And scene.
Wow.
Gorgeous, thank you.
Beautiful acting.
Thank you.
That was wonderful.
Beautiful performances.
Thank you. One more bow.
Wow.
Wow. You guys were great.
I mean, there is Carnegie Mellon near here. It's a great drama school, these two. Wow, guys. Okay. I do
Just putting the
think
mics
Casey does an amazing Dorinda. P.S.
No.
Guys,
No
okay,
one's
here's what I
responded
want to
to
say.
that. I know, it's okay.
Here's what I say, which was one of my favorite things that happened. Wait, what is this? Oh, okay, sorry. When she says, at the end, Luann says, and I quote, like after they've destroyed the place with diarrhea, and Luann is in the car and she says,
I left them the ultimate gift.
I mean, this is the woman who wrote Class with the Countess.
It's so gross watching them just like brush past each other shitting and, disgusting.
Now, this was the scariest sentence I've ever heard uttered on all of the shows ever combined. And when it is from Lou, and she says,
Are you a beatboxer? Who can beatbox? Who can beatbox?
Everyone was like, oh.
And they all tried, and that was tough.
She's like,
to
no
watch.
one can go bup, 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 bup. Who was it that didn't want to get back in the boat? Was it Ramona? When they were like, it's choppy. She's like, so who cares? What?
She does not give
And
a
here's
fuck.
what I'm also really pissed about. After the boat, we don't get to see what we want. Don't fucking pick back up on them packing. Show us the night before, which you were clearly filming. Like, why? I don't want to see them putting their...
No, give me another episode if you need to, but I don't need to see them packing. I guess they wanted to show us that they had diarrhea, and that was important.
You're right, yeah.
And that's
I didn't think about
it
that.
bookended the packing, and that
Right.
was valuable to us. Now, Lou comparing herself to Lady
I'm
Gaga.
sorry, it's quite a shift that we all made, which is like, they're gonna die. They've all got explosive diarrhea. Like, that's a ride.
It was a ride for them and for us. Lou comparing herself to Lady Gaga. She's like, I'm not the real Countess, but Lady Gaga is not a real lady.
Who else did she say? She said someone else.
Who was it?
She's like, Queen Latifah's not a queen.
Latifah.
And I'm like, you know what? Queen Latifah is a queen, you fucking bitch.
Also, to think of yourself as as talented as Queen Latifah.
How about when Lou was like, through all of this, like the cabaret must go on. I can't believe we still have the cabaret to look forward to. I know. I was gonna say something about Lou. So Lou, she's out of rehab, you're saying?
That was swift.
That was quick. 3 weeks, 21 days.
She's playing the Borgata.
She's already back on the road. Guys, we have shied away, I think, from like outing people with like obvious drug use, but the morning Dorinda woke up, she was coked out and drunk, right? When she woke back up and was screaming at Lou, and she was like slurring through breakfast, I was like, what's happening?
I think she had to take, and again, I don't know this to be true, but I know it to be true, which is that she had to do a few bumps of cocaine in the morning just to get her back up. Just to get her fresh-faced, It was.
That's okay. That's absolutely okay.
We all have to do what we got to do to get by.
I feel so bad for Dorinda. Like, I feel her anger, and she's, she needs like treatment or something, but she genuinely feels so badly for what she's done. It's such a tough thing to watch.
Yet I enjoy it.
Yes, but I do feel for her. Like, she's an alcoholic.
She's damaged.
Yeah.
She's damaged.
Sorry to bring the room down. Orange County?
Yeah. I think we have Potomac next.
Oh, Potomac next.
Potomac.
Okay. Guys.
Potomac.
Hold on. Okay, if you're not watching Potomac, Cannes is the nicest trip we have by far. Is that's how you pronounce it?
What?
Yes. It's the best, nicest trip we've ever been on.
Yes.
And these girls are the most gorgeous of the entire franchise.
Of course.
The entire thing. And they're the best to look at. Monique, I'm transfixed by her beauty.
Giselle, I can't take my eyes off of.
Giselle is so fucking funny. She's got a confidence. What did she say? She just said one day, she's like, oh wait, okay, no, let me tell this about Karen. So if you're not, Karen is an older gal on the show. She's kind of like the Vicky, like presiding over all.
But she's not as old as she appears to be. Shocking. She's like 3 years older than me.
And she's very like self-righteous. So in this last episode, Giselle was screaming at Karen that her husband Ray had left her for another woman and was licking this other woman up and down. Which is hard to hear. Which is hard to hear as a friend. So then they're walking around France and Karen delivers a monologue about the historic architecture that is so upsetting. She goes, it's nice to see older buildings valued here in France. They don't feel the need to fix it like in America. Everything has to be fixed and updated in America. But here, they just leave things the way they are.
Powerful.
Truth. They got Potomac in their flapper costumes quicker than quick. They're just like, guys, you have to have a flapper party, please.
They're like, right quick, you've been on the air for 2 years, get in a fucking flapper costume.
Everyone's like, but we're in France. Where? Why?
They're like,
don't fucking worry about it.
They're like,
get your feathers on.
And they're like, in Beverly Hills, we have been in the flapper costume 7 times. Get it on. Why is Karen's assistant in quotations? Does anyone notice that? Is it like a pickle situation? Or like it's just like an intern? I'm not sure.
I'm sorry to keep going back to Karen, but she calls everyone she doesn't like sub-lifes. She's like, they're just sub-lifes. I'm like, yeah, they are. She also says of her marriage, my marriage is an institution. And then she says, today, when I was watching her, she's like, oh no, this is going left field right quick in a hurry. I love it. Now I'm worried about Monique's children.
But
they're getting so many oils on them.
Look, it's not for lazy moms. It's not for lazy moms.
Yeah.
It's just not for lazy moms.
It's anything but for lazy moms. When Ashley said that Karen was a broke version of Tina Knowles.
I would have taken that as a compliment.
I know, that is a compliment, actually.
I would love to be a broke version of Tina Knowles.
Giselle has a confidence that I think is absolutely earned. She's so beautiful and funny, but she really puts it out there. She says, every day I wake up and I'm the baddest bitch walking inside and out. So for me to care about anything, that's not Giselle. It's just not Giselle to care about anything.
It's just the opposite of who I am. I'm like, I care about everything. Your problems, I'll take them on. Sure. I have a question for the audience. Why, when they're on their pizza caper, is Ashley dressed as a wolf man?
This is coming up. Does anyone think Karen's really living in that house?
No.
I do. There was an H on the mat.
It does look like it was hurriedly put together. Like in that kitchen scene, it's like a table and a salt shaker, and that's it. H is for homeless?
Ooh. Next week, they're getting up to some stuff in Potomac. They're all dressed up, and Robin is the first time she's woken up. Notice she's on camera. And she's dressed up like a man with a goatee. She's looking like Candace's husband, Candace's fiance, with that bristle, two-tone, disgusting goatee that I had to watch in FaceTime. So it was like... And they go to Karen's house delivering a pizza to see if she really lives there.
These women are so terrible to each other. Like, Karen, stop lying to us about not having a house so that we can take care of you. It's like, no, they're so mean.
And then they're like, Karen, you're not wearing your wedding ring. And she's like, I took it off. A necklace was stolen, and so I put my wedding ring in my hoo-ha.
And then, but it's not what you think it is. Her hoo-ha is not a vagina, it's her cleavage.
Yeah, they're like, Karen, you put your wedding ring in your vagina? And she's like, ooh, no, in my cleavage. Everyone's like, okay.
The story took so many turns and twists.
Last thing I want to say is about Robin, and I just touched on it. Robin is very tired on camera. And I know they're jet lagged, but I've just never heard a housewife speak to how tired they are all the time. Like, you know when they get into a new city, they're fresh as a daisy and they've got their clothes on? Robin's like, I'm so tired. And I just want to say to Robin something Oprah said, which as an actress, I have truly thought of every time I act, which is respect the red light. When the fucking camera's on, bitch.
I know, in Atlanta, you would never see them doing
No one's
Robin.
tired. No one's tired in New York. I wish they would get tired.
I wish they have an energy. These old ladies, again, they're 2 years older than me, but they have an energy that is nonstop. Yes, is it powered by cocaine and loss? Sure.
All right, let's move on to Orange County.
Orange County.
What did you guys think of this episode? I warmed to it a little more. Oh.
I don't know, you guys. I have to say, I am sick of looking at Tamara's tits. I've never been so bored by a pair of just huge, heaving bosoms. I've seen them 1,000 times, more than I've seen my own.
You didn't find it a little funny when she jumped into a shallow hot tub and broke her foot?
I guess.
Buck naked?
I mean, yes. In another season 5 years ago, sure. Give us something different. I think we have to wipe the slate clean, except for Shannon. Keep her forever.
Yeah. Wipe them all. And these new ones, I want to say, not Gina, the other new one.
Emma. Emily.
Emily. Wow, I never even took her in as an Emily. She's anything but an Emily. But when they cut to them back home, if I see Emily with her kids anymore, I'm like, I don't want to watch my life. Get your kids off screen. I don't need to hear them crying and screaming. It's like, please, start packing for a trip.
It was like season 1 OC where you're like, what am I watching here? Like, and then it turned into something real.
I was glad we were back in Puerto Vallarta.
Yes. Thank God we were at Andelais. Andelais, sorry guys.
Andelais seems to have like expanded since Vicky.
Vicky is really, I hope she has been cut in on that.
Yeah.
One of the darkest scenes of the episode was just those 3 women having down 15 shots of tequila. And
15.
They're sitting outside.
I have
Andelais.
melatonin gummies. I'm like, I can't go to work.
No, they're wasted. They're sitting outside of that little like taco stand, like drunk, eating street meat and like crying over their lives. And Tamara basically says like, you'll never love Steve Lodge the way that you loved your cancer faking boyfriend. And then she says, not in a bad way.
Poor Steve Lodge.
Poor Steve Lodge. He
seems like a nice Republican.
You know, Brooks is like, I don't even vote.
Brooks is like, I'm running for president.
He would, and he would win.
I wish Shannon would not view herself as such a victim. She needs to climb the fuck out. And just like, I'm channeling June Diane here, but she does. It's so sad, and I don't think of her that way, and she sees herself that way.
And it's hard then, after playing the victim, to see her in a full body spank, jumping into a jacuzzi.
That was amazing. But the best part of the episode, it was really funny when they just simply cut to Tamara asleep, sitting up at dinner. Like at Weekend at Bernie's, she was like, sitting straight up.
Oh, I was like watching Kelly talk to Jolie, like as her like confidant, as her go-to. She's 13. She doesn't need to hear how her dad is going on a date. You're welcome.
It's so reminding me of Amy Poehler in Mean Girls.
Yes.
As the mom. It's
not in real life.
All of these women are so open with their daughters, which is why they're on reality. It's like, I'll be on TV. I tell my 13-year-old anything.
I will say my just turned 5-year-old is getting a little more than she needs to recently.
She's hearing a little more.
Yeah.
Than she needs.
She did say she wanted to watch because I always turn off Housewives when she's in the room because I was like, no, you can't be a part of Mommy's dirty little secret. Like, I'm watching CNN. And she comes and she's like, I want to watch the pretty ladies. And I was like, you think they're pretty?
I'm glancing at my notes. Mm-hmm. This is very off topic, but only off of what you just told us about the South. Has anyone dipped into Savannah Charm? Is that what it's called? Is it called Savannah Charm? No.
No, Southern. It should
Southern
be.
Charm Savannah.
It should be, though.
There is a woman on there, much like Chart, named Hey Good.
Hey Good.
Hey Good.
I know a woman in the South. I grew up in Georgia, too, and her name was just Skipper. And her last name was Usher. Just Skipper Usher.
I've known my good dear friend's dad asked everyone to simply call him Big Daddy. I was like, it's a very different thing. There's a lot going on in Savannah. I don't think I can really get up to it.
Is anyone watching Savannah?
Yeah, they are.
Yeah, smattering. I tried the first season, and then that girl's like house burned down, and I was like, I'm out.
She's gone.
Yeah.
But that very, very messy blonde is...
There's no one
tough.
in Savannah that's sort of like good looking that I can kind of latch on to. All the men look kind of doughy to me in a way that I don't appreciate.
One other show I need everyone to be watching, and I devoured every single episode, is Leah Remini's season 2 of the Scientology. Danielle, should we
Yes.
get into Southern Charm?
Yes. Wow. Wow, wow, wow.
Wow. I think we should just start right off the bat with a photo that a fan sent me of Catherine back in the day. I'm
Not
sorry,
Catherine,
Ashley. Ashley back in the day. This
Guys.
is real. This is real.
This is who she's always been on the inside. Like, when we see, this is the personality she is giving us on the show. I believe this. It's tough.
What's happening there? When she came on the show, we didn't really get into it enough last week. She, so thin.
She looks like she's as terrible as she is on the inside. Her outside is now catching up to her.
Yeah. And I love, Andy gave her so many opportunities to simply say, like, I cannot believe what I've done. I will rewatch the footage. It would have been inexcusable, but I could see a world in which she would say, I was just so in love and I was so jealous of her or something. And she literally was like, I agree, it wasn't the right time or place. She's like, for what I stand behind. And I still stand behind that.
Also, she was like, the rape investigation has really softened Thomas.
She's like, you guys don't see him at home under house arrest. He is a little darling, a little sweetheart.
He is not raping anyone right now.
She's like, and that's nice. You guys don't know our relationship when he's not raping anyone. Hi.
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 How are you? You're so cute too.
I would love to say that these earrings are exactly the earrings that Carole gave Dorinda.
I think so, yeah.
Gorgeous.
And an eagle-eyed fan in Fort Lauderdale noticed Bethany's wearing them in red in a testimonial. Can you come a little closer to the mic?
Sure.
Perfect. Hi.
Hi. So, word on the Ivy League street.
Ooh. And I think that's a street you know.
Is that Thomas Ravenel is gay.
And then she steps away.
Thank you.
Thank you for that.
What?
I don't know how to process. Okay.
Now, the only thing I can understand is why Thomas would have anything to do with the Ivy League.
He's certainly not a smart man. They do let in those kind of like whatever the thirds, like George Bush Jr., like those people get in and they're like, I'm a C student, but I'm at Yale.
And I could see him being like, I'm in a secret society.
We killed a man. And buried him. He was a drifter.
Hi.
Hi, this is a wonderful gentleman wearing "You Stole My Goddamn House" shirt.
When you went to the print shop to have this made, were there questions?
No.
No.
Nope. So I have Boots on the Ground with Dallas and Don't Be Tardy.
Ooh.
So Leanne Locken, our favorite lady.
These hands.
Them just hands. So she's the Grand Marshal for the Key West Gay Pride and has been for several years.
As she should be.
A friend of mine was down there for a gig. He's a liquor rep, and
they can't hear you talking.
You know
Is that
what?
better?
You could take the mic out and hold it if you want.
There we go.
There we go.
So it's important to the story to know that I share a birthday with Leanne Locken. So he had a mission to get a free cameo.
Ah. Hey.
Got it. Mission accomplished.
Wow.
Also, Kim Zolciak and Croy were down in Key West during this time filming Don't Be Tardy.
Yeah. Was he driving her?
And maybe like one of those weird little golf carts that they have down there, but yes.
And then took it to Costco.
Yes. With the solo cup. So Kim was contractually obligated to sing Happy Birthday to Leanne on stage at the event by the promoters.
What? When they cross streams, it's so confusing.
Oh, it's so weird. So she started to sing and then stopped and handed the mic to Croy.
Halfway through?
Three bars in.
Yeah,
maybe.
3 bars in.
Croy couldn't finish the song.
Between the two of them, they couldn't finish Happy Birthday?
At Gay Pride in Key West, correct.
Wow. Now, it's just to add on, and were you going to say another thing about being there with her?
Oh, no.
Okay, because a guy told us last night that when she went, she was also contractually obligated to sing Wig, My Wig, My Wig, My Wig, which is a great song.
Love it.
And so they had paid her to come and sing at some hotel, My Wig. So the guy that came up to the mic was like, she did not sing it. She did not lip sync it. She sat on stage and played it on a boombox. Thank you for that.
I gotta say,
How
I
lazy can
respect
you
that.
get?
I respect that. To be so bold as imagine if we came up here and we're like, you like Bitch Sesh? And we just played an old episode. It's crazy. It's bananas. Okay,
I had such a problem in Southern Charm when Andy's asking all the guys about Thomas Ravenel, and they're all just like, oh, he's never done anything to me. He's a great guy. I'm like, you guys, so is where all the bodies are buried in Charleston.
Yeah, oh yeah. Also, the fact that Shep sleeps with 4 to 6 women a week. All of those people have chlamydia now.
Shep is at a place where, you know, when we all got really disappointed with Leonardo DiCaprio because he gained weight? And it felt personal. It's like, I know he knew we would love him at any size, and so he was like, fuck it. But I'm like, but do us the honor of staying in fighting form. And Shep is like, fuck it. I'm letting it go. I'm still getting my 4 women a week.
Well, he can't like work out. He's made of dust at this point. Like he's just drank himself to like his liver is failing him. And so he can't like his body is just like rejecting Shep.
We also heard another boot on the ground. Maybe it wasn't, it was Chicago. Some woman came to the mic. We've had so many women come to the mic and say they've slept with Shep that we actually told people we know, like, and I know the type when they come up. It's a beautiful blonde. I'm like, you slept with Shep, please leave. But
and then we had to start.
Although I got my eye on you.
You are his type.
You are Shep's type in a nutshell. Yeah, no, you can say. But someone told 2 women said that when they slept with him, they go back to his place and he just makes them watch footage of the show first.
And it was crazy because they were both in the same show and they're like, he made you do that too. It's crazy.
Go ahead. Hi.
Okay. Hi. So my story is actually about Shep and Austin.
Yes, it is.
It's not scandal. It's not gonna like shock you. We vacation on Sullivan's Island, which is close to Charleston, and I Insta-stalk all of, the Southern Charm.
Of course.
Duh. And this is my husband. I have 3 sons. We were riding around a golf cart.
Looking good.
Thanks. And I knew where Shep and Austin were at a party because it was the day of the solar eclipse, and I was like, we need to go there. So obviously we did, and we drive by, and I see Shep walking out. So I go, oh my God, turn the golf cart around.
What was your plan next?
No plan. So we turn it around. My 3 sons, my husband.
Your sons are there?
Oh yeah.
Can I tell you something? I salute you. I salute you.
It gets worse. That's my husband.
Sir, you're a hero.
So our golf cart pulls up, and I go, Shep, will you take a picture with a sad old mom?
Stop.
Don't diminish yourself like that.
It gets worse. Okay, so to his credit, he goes, I will, but I don't see one. And I was like,
I like that.
Okay?
Yeah.
So
that's nice.
I get out. I ask my sons to get out because that seems right.
You're like, get out so Shep can get the fuck in, and I'm leaving you all here.
Wait, I thought you meant you asked your sons to be in the photo.
I did.
Okay.
Okay. So 1 wouldn't, 2 would. My husband wouldn't. So we're taking this picture, and God bless him, my oldest son is like, I have a Shep Gear hat. And he was like, oh, thanks, whatever. Austin comes out of this place, and it's a weird castle house, and it has, he literally, as I'm doing this picture, goes, "Hey, Shep, ball and chain. There's a ball and chain right here. That's what this is." And I was like, dude, Austin.
About your kids?
About my
About
husband
everyone.
and my kids.
Yeah, you're the ball and chain.
Wow. So was he trying to tell Shep, like, oh, you can't fuck her husband's right there?
Possibly, maybe, but he goes, I mean, dude. And Shep goes, just be cool, Austin. This is like a
Don't
cool
be all like
mom."
uncool.
He kind of did. Yeah.
So am I to understand, before we even heard you speak, your story was indeed about Shep trying to sleep with you?
Maybe.
Thank you. Let me give you this. Here's some underwear for you.
Yes.
Sorry to throw a pair of underwear
A pair
at
of
you.
I Made It Nice underwear. And you can wear those with your hero husband this
I
evening.
Made It Nice underwear, gently used.
Just like Sonia's.
Guys, don't worry. We're wrapping up soon. Quickies.
Okay, mine is quick, and it's more of a vintage boot. So, I grew up in Charleston, South Carolina. My whole family lives there. And during the 2004 election for treasurer, I was in the car, and my great aunt goes, "We cannot vote for Thomas Ravenel." And my mom goes, "Why not?" "Because he stuck his tongue down my throat when he drove me home."
Wow, okay.
Disgraced.
You gotta let Craig soak him.
But actually, give it to your grandma.
Yeah.
Hi. I'm sorry. I have another follow-up to these perverts.
Oh.
My best friend lives in Charleston, so
Come a
I'm doing
little
this in
closer to
her
the
hon-
mic.
I'm doing this in honor of my best friend who can't be here, who lives in Charleston and is married into Charleston wealth.
Oh.
And has
Congratulations.
kind of. It's weird. But she's been at a party, and she one time, my friends made me come up here and tell the story, by the way.
I'm making sure he doesn't run away.
She one time witnessed Thomas Ravenel eat a chicken wing and then take the hand and grab a woman underneath her skirt towards her to make out. See, I knew I'd get a revolting
with
look.
the chicken wing?
With the chicken wing hand. I figured you two would like it and I would get a groan, so.
I love how you're like, I feel like you two disgusting,
You like
you
I
two
know
have no
Danielle.
morals.
You buy your
Thank
your laundry on Amazon. You'll love this chicken wing shit.
Thank you. Thank you. Wow.
Wow, that is so upsetting. That has like 4 levels of disgusting
That is, he is
appreciate.
such a piece of shit. Well, we've come to the end of our show,
We
Danielle.
sure have.
We've learned so much, things we didn't need to learn. And
We appreciate you so much, but of course we're not going to let you go without some song and dance.
just grab my lyrics, Danielle. You know we go.
Coupon Kevin. Thank you. Thank you for that.
Scott, Chicago is like, Scott is their god. It's really weird. When we went to Chicago, there was 100 stories about the Coupon King.
Can I ask you, the man who shouted Coupon King, are you Scott?
Before I continue.
You interned for him? Oh, you want to intern? Okay, that's good. All right. Well,
Thank you.
Thank you for that. Sure, we can all
I like it.
intern for him.
To end the show, we'd like to do a little medley for you, a Dorinda medley. Just move the props back.
We don't have as much space on the stage as we thought.
Oh. Just a little medley, and we will be calling upon you all at the end for a little sing-along.
Okay.
If you'll be so inclined. Oh.
All right.
Thanks.
All right.
With
One
just other
sec.
papers just left.
Whenever you're ready.
Whenever you're ready. Maybe Sonia's right. Maybe there is something wrong with me. I just don't see how a world that made me a society girl could be wrong. Look at this mugshot, isn't it neat? Wouldn't you think my career was complete? Wouldn't you think I'm the girl who had everything? Look at this hair, it's all I wear. I've had this style since before my affair. Looking around here, you'd think, am I sponsored by Nivea? I've got Peter Pan collars aplenty. I've got my late father's money galore. You want a drinking problem? Oh, I've got one. But who cares? No big deal. I want more. From the day she was born in Connecticut and stepped into that nurse's uniform, there was more to do than helping people. She wanted more than that little shit town. So she went on to become the Countess. Then he cheated and played her for a fool. So he picked up her life and fucked lots of men, telling everyone, don't be all like uncool. Circle you, and it moves us all through Jacques and the pirate, through Tom and Jerry, till she finds her place, drunk in the bushes. It's a circle, a circle of Thank you so much for coming out to the show. Truly, we're so grateful that you like the podcast and that you're having fun with us. Thank you.
To the Trocadero, to you guys, to our lovely guests who came up on stage.
Thank you.
They were great.
Thank you.
Hey guys, remember we're taking a little break for the rest of August, but we will be back in September with all new Bitch Sesh episodes and so much to talk about. But if you're missing us, don't forget, you can get our Stitcher Premium episodes. A new one drops every Wednesday, and the promo code is Housewives. Just go to StitcherPremium.com, use the promo code Housewives, and you can hear us all through our break with new bonus Sesh episodes. Bye.